the collaboration with partners is so important for us. And, at the end of the day, we are going to be working with them in some way, shape, or form. Because again, we're not implementing SAP Business One. We don't implement it. We're not, putting their infrastructure, we're not playing around with their infrastructure. We're leveraging what they already have. And, we want to be able to collaborate in any way, shape, or form, because a lot of times, even when we're doing new things, because there's always new requests that kind of come out, because one of the epiphanies that a lot of customers have when working with our solution, it's kind of like, okay, I see you can do this. Does that mean you can do this, this, and that? And it always comes up, because at the end of the day, when they go down this road of the solution, they're kind of like, oh, I didn't realize that it's going to give me this. I didn't realize the possibilities. And it really becomes, eye-opening for a lot of customers in terms of, where they can take things. And I'm assuming it's the same thing with regards to the cloud. When they start looking to move some of their, their old infrastructure up to the cloud, they might start with something very, or a little bit easier, that's more ready to kind of go to the cloud. But I'm sure it's the same kind of thing for you, Alyn, in terms of customers like, oh, I could do this. Then now they say, can I bring these other things as well? So it's not an all or nothing thing. You can do things in a start small and then kind of build out as you see the business value. Talk to me about how that
Absolutely.
experience has been for you, Alyn.
No, absolutely right. And that's why we've got different product sets, starting from small, simple complexity businesses that don't need a lot of power and just need basically one and maybe one or two of the smaller, simpler add-ons that are approved by SAP. Then we've got in between, and then we've got full dedicated environments where it's specific to them, and the world's their oyster. They can do what they like, so they can run any type of software, and on top of Business One or aside and alongside Business One, and really it'll just scale as they do. So they don't have to take one step off a cliff. They can take it in step by step by step, and the system grows. And the nice bit is that instead of buying tin that's going to cover for you for the next 3 to 5 years, whereas if you do that nowadays, you've got to buy tin that's well in advance of what you need in year 1, 2, and 3. Absolutely. So it's go down the SAP HANA route. You've got to start thinking, well, how many transactions? Let's put it through the calculator. This is telling me I need 256 gig, but I only need 64 at the moment. So you'll be paying for more than you actually need. It doesn't make sense. And the interesting thing for me is the vast majority of the world is still got to make that move to cloud, but the speed towards it is getting faster and faster and faster. And the objections, I don't know what it's like over in Canada or the US, but from the objections in the UK for many years, oh no, I prefer it on my warm server in my office, so I know where it is and I know it's safe. Well, modern day data centers, AWS, are far safer than anybody's office ever, period.